media covers your story will be built from the ground up. King, dominate. He's the one, the only, motherfucker Jason Lee.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Jason Lee Show. Now, my next guest is not new to the show. She's been here many times. In fact, she's the most attended of the Jason Lee Show guests ever. Please welcome back Holy Hands herself, Chrisean Rock. So you're officially Holy Hands, and you're here in the whole white, the purity of everything holy. Welcome back to the show.
I just like white now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It brings out your complexion. You look good in white. Look at you.
Thank you. Yeah, I like white, but I also like red because I am a red bone, and I feel like the red kind of and the white just zhuzhes up all the red bone Christianity of it all, and both of us.
Okay.
But you have a white card here. Do you want to? Why do you want to read this card?
Because you gave it to me. You always giving me something. The last time you gave was Bible pillows.
Well, while she opens this, Chrisean was live the other day on something, and I saw it on Facebook where she said she was looking forward to the gifts. Now, we don't give gifts anymore because I'm an elected official, and if I give you a gift, I will go to prison. You know, like I have to report it. It's a whole thing now.
For real?
Yeah, I can't give. I don't want no problem with the people.
Okay, that's cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I heard about your award show.
You missed this year. You know, Chrisean has been at every one of the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards.
Because I've been in camp.
I understand. Okay, what you want to read the card for, Chrisean?
Because I'm so thankful.
My handwriting.
Thank you for being authentic, and a favorite guest on our show. We love you, Jason. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you are one of our fan
you.
favorites. I will say you have been, or one of your interviews has been the most viewed Jason Lee show ever online. It was 4 or 5 million views. It was crazy. So, no, thank you for coming back. Where you been?
In the gym.
I mean, obviously, can you stand up really quick? Look at Holy Hands. You look great. Are you back at the weight you were when you were
college?
In college?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you get there?
Dieting, staying committed in the gym. I work out every day, but Saturdays, Sundays are my off days.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to the fight, I'm gonna start jogging on Saturdays, but I like to rest because my body be like tired.
Okay, so what made you decide to now become Holy Hands? Because we know you can fight because we've seen you on the baddies, and we know that you can square up because we've seen you on online.
You saying like how did I come up with the name?
No, what made you want to get into boxing?
Remember that I got jumped in Compton?
I remember. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that everybody kept saying, why you not in the gym? Why you not boxing? And I'm like, yeah, I need to get in the gym. I just was like over myself. Like I just needed to get in the gym. I started getting in the gym. I went to another gym, and then I ended up in the gym in Baltimore with Tank Davis coach, Coach Calvin Ford. So everything after that been like nothing but destiny. I love it.
Okay, and so
But I'm a little nervous.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
I can tell when my guests get nervous because you reminded me of when Lizzo was here. What you've been here so many times and you know me personally. We have a great relationship. Why are you nervous? What's making you nervous today about this interview?
Cause I don't know. I don't know what you want to ask. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I gotta watch my mouth.
No, you're a viral sensation. Why would you say anything you want online? Why would you come here and be nervous about?
It's a big platform.
It is.
It's global.
It is. But you're also global and you're
I
also
appreciate
a big superstar. Okay. So I wanted to interview you because obviously, I love you and there's so much going on and I'm confused. And I probably represent half of the world right now who is confused about the you and Blueface thing. Like we don't know. He's been here, you've been here, you're here now, he was just here. And I feel like I should, out of everybody, know what's going on. So I wanted to talk to you because, one, I wanted to catch up. 2, I wanted to make sure you were good. But 3, I just really wanted to figure out like what's happening. So before we get into all that, let's talk about you. You moved back to Baltimore. Why?
I didn't move back to Baltimore. That's where camp is.
Okay. So you don't, so that's not, that's always going to be home, but that's not, you didn't move back and say, I'm over LA.
No. I live out here, but I just have to be dedicated in the gym and focused, so I'm where my coach is.
Okay, got it. And so how is it having grown up in Baltimore, made it out of Baltimore, and then going back? Is this like being home?
I just stay in the house and go to the gym. Stay in the house, go to the gym.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you ain't outside?
No.
Why?
It's no need. Like when you focus and you on a mission, it's just like, it's no point. But I do travel on the weekends. But I just stopped traveling on the weekends. But I had to come back because I had court Monday.
This Monday?
Yeah.
What's court for what?
So I'm glad like I was able to come here because he stopped my traveling last weekend. So I could focus.
Who, your coach?
Yeah, because we're close to the fight, September 19th.
Okay.
And
so you came here for court. What's happening on Monday?
Oh, nothing. Something, a traffic ticket or something.
Okay, so something minor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're home training every day, and you, the coach that you have, what's his name again?
Coach Calvin.
So how did you meet Coach Calvin?
Okay, so one of my like family members, his name Banks, he was at Target, and he like called me like, I just ran into Tank. I said, what? Go give him the phone. So then he went, gave him the phone, and then I started talking to him, like asking for advice, like, what should I do, bro? I really want to get in the gym. Are you training people? Where are you at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you best suggest? He was like, Calvin Ford, like, that's my coach. Go to him. So then I reached out to Calvin. He reached back out. I shipped my car, locked in, signed the deal with my first fight, not with my coach, but solidify my first pay-per-view fight, celebrity boxing, whatever. And then went into training for 3 months, came out on top. Now I'm back in training again to come back on top again.
And so you already had your first fight?
Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was fun. It was like three negative. The first, I didn't miss not one day out of the camp. 2, my mental got better. 3, it was like a nature I didn't know I love being in sports. I'm athletic, but fighting was like, oh, I actually like this. And then 5, I was easy learner, so I was picking it up, and it was going well. And then 6, I don't know. I feel like it brought me closer to God because it's discipline. So you have to be sober. You have to go to sleep for like 10 o'clock. Like, I don't know. You have to eat healthy. So it put me in a better place mentally, emotionally, and physically.
So you're not drinking anymore?
No.
Didn't they just say you were drinking though on live? I saw you respond to somebody claiming you were drinking at a club or drinking something.
So like when I was celebrating, I do be drinking wine, but like no, when I'm in camp, no, I just be focused.
Okay, and no weed or anything?
No.
Have you ever been a weed smoker?
Who?
You. I don't think I've ever seen you smoke weed.
I don't smoke weed right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Okay.
I stopped. I used to.
Okay. So the gym for you and the athleticism of boxing pretty much gave you discipline, helped you get healthier, and that's keeping you focused in your thing.
Yeah.
So when we first saw you pop up on the scene, we knew you were an athlete. Then you became a reality superstar, viral sensation. We're gonna get to all the things. Then you went into music. Then you went into gospel music. When you dropped, was your name Yahweh or the song was Yahweh?
The song is Yahweh.
And what was your rap name though? It was just Chrisean?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still in that? Are you still doing rap?
Yeah.
And are you still doing gospel music?
I'm still doing gospel.
Gospel rap.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not going back to the other stuff?
No.
Okay. Why?
I don't resonate with it no more. And then I don't know, the more I matured spiritually, I knew that Christ is probably but he is the only way, the truth, and the light. Like, I don't know, it came down to that. Like, okay. Like, I stopped bookings, I stopped a lot of things because it was just the Holy Spirit and then me just getting in my word, getting a relationship with him. I started understanding what being a Christian is, bro.
You dated after Blue was 3. Well, that's 3, right?
Why were you talking about them?
Because I'm trying to understand
So
all the things.
Yeah, I did date.
Do you not want to talk about your the people that you dated? Because we don't have to.
I mean, I'm still friends with those people. I'm cool with them. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I ask is that I'm trying to understand what your type is, because obviously we met you with Blue. And so you have Blueface, and that has been a phenomenon that you wear on your face today that all of us have watched. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of us we don't understand it, and I think some of us are getting tired because we're trying to follow it, right? Like one day you're together, one day you're not, one day he's with this person, one day he's not, then here you go, then you're out, then you're online. The internet is confused.
Yeah.
Jason Lee's confused.
Yeah.
Are you confused?
No.
You know what it is.
So I just be trying to focus on myself, and he just be like coming after me. Like,
really?
I do. I moved all the way across the country. He risked his whole freedom just to come over there. Then I'm like, what are we doing? What's up? And he'd be like, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't, like, he do what he do, I do what I do. I just don't care to really. It's a situation that I do need a nip in the butt for referral because it's not beneficial. Like last night, for example, we streaming and stuff. And first we were just hanging out outside, like, without no cameras. At first, it was no negativity. Then when the streaming came involved, it was very performative. And then they see a softer side of him, and he hates it. So he like, I want to do 24 hours. And I was just like, I don't want to do 24 hours. Like, not like that, but I want you to go home. Like, and then I go back to my life, like, I don't want to do 24 hours on stream. So then he like, oh, so you could do 20, or you could stream with Trey Songz, you could do this, you could stream with other, but you can't stream with me. And I was just like, bro, what are we doing on camera? This is weird. And then he like, and then you're gonna go to Jason Lee and lie on me? Like, just, for real. I promise you're gonna see the clip. And
wait, he asked if you were gonna come here and lie to me? Nobody comes here and lies to me, do they?
I always show you receipts.
Yeah, you do.
It's never be lies.
Okay, but here's the thing. So let me go back. Okay, so when you broke up with Blue, the reason why I'm asking about these exes is less about trying to get into all your business, although that's why I'm here. I'm trying to understand, did you really want to move on from Blue with these other people, or were they all placeholders in a way to get back at Blue so you guys can keep this circus we're all involved in going?
No, that was unintentional.
So Bino, you liked him?
That was a PR stunt.
That was a PR, that's what I'm trying to get at. See, this is why I at least love the honesty. Blue, stop calling her a liar. She wasn't gonna come here and lie, and you spill the tea. So Bino was a PR stunt to get back.
But we actually friends. Like, me and Bino, we cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really got no ill intent.
But that was a stunt to get back at Blue?
No.
Or just a stunt for the internet? Yeah,
like he got music. I was on the road. It made sense for us to collab. We collabed. It was like that.
But it was never love?
I don't think anybody, like, you know when things are, like, people have motives and stuff, like, nothing really truly real. Like, I think I probably would never really experience a genuine relationship or friendship from anybody because of my status and my numbers. So I would have the intentions to probably make it genuine, but they probably would just have intentions where it worked for them in their career.
And then the person that you dated, what was that? Was that just because you wanted to get to know him? Or
I wanted to get to know him.
You did want to get to know him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you liked him?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, why didn't that work?
Huh?
Why didn't that work? Was it the fact? Because I know, like, you come with a lot of attention. Like, you're viral. As soon as you are seen with somebody, boom, now the internet's on fire.
I mean, it was the lack of, like, you know, everybody just need maturing, and people in different positions and certain, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes when you get in a relationship, you realize, oh, you don't really need a significant other. You probably just needed a friend. I don't know, like, because me, I'm very mature. Like, I'm so far along. So certain people just, I don't know, they at their growth and what they doing. So I just back out on stuff.
I know people were, like, trying to drag you because he was 20. And obviously he was younger, and you're mature and super famous, and he's not. Do you think that fame contributed to it, being that he was not old enough to really handle it? Because you come with a lot. You get seen with you, boom. Now everybody's looking at him, right?
Right. I don't know.
What is your relationship with him today? And this whole interview is not going to be about you and Blueface.
I know. So he feels, I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's suffering from, like, trauma. In his
I'm not
past
asking
life.
about him. I'm asking about you.
Me?
Yes. What?
With him?
If you plucked yourself out of LA and went to Baltimore to start boxing, being the holy hands that you are,
right?
How does the holy hands come back and find themselves wrapped around Blueface, who's with a woman who's about to deliver a baby to him right now? How do you end up back in that?
I'm not in that.
What is it then? Because it looks online like you guys are dating. That's what I'm saying. we're confused.
We have this like connection. I think I need more discipline to just have boundaries for real. At first, it was just like, I don't know, you're seeing people, I'm seeing people. We just have our own thing.
But seeing people, off camera, I was saying that somebody recently took me to dinner and told me that they're courting me. And I'm like, oh, I'm being courted. And I didn't even know what courting was because, like, I just be hanging out. Like, oh, you want to go on a date? Okay, we'll hang out. You want to go on a trip? Okay, we hanging out.
Yeah, I just be hanging out.
Right, but now I am officially being courted. So like I'm no longer hanging out. To court me now, you want to come cook for me. We want to go spend some quality time. They went to dinner the other night. They were sipping wine. I was cutting my steak, and I told the waiter, like, please stop interrupting us. We're being courted. I'm courting. You're not being courted by him, and you're not just hanging out because he has a baby on the way.
What do you mean?
Meaning he's somewhere right now with a woman who's baking baby Blueface right now. So and her baby shower is literally tomorrow. So if you were just hanging out yesterday, but he's with a woman who's delivering a baby whose baby shower is tomorrow, what do you call that?
Clips. Money, streaming.
So it's business. Mm-hmm. Okay. But this is what I'm trying to understand it because I know that he has said to me, he told me I was a part of the circus. He told me I had to do certain things because I'm a part of his circus. Me and you, we both in the circus, I guess. So I'm trying to understand because I ain't getting. Well, maybe I am getting clips. Maybe this is a part. Maybe this is a part of it. Clap it up for clips. This is clips. So this is the circus. Is it all for entertainment at this point?
I just deal with it at my own time.
Mm-hmm.
If I got time, hello, or he'll pull up.
So you're just donating your services for clips.
Not donating my services. I think we understand each other in a way where we have unconditional love, where it doesn't make sense at all for real. But people are like, oh yeah, I want better for you and da 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 da. But I'm not with him.
Mm. When was the last time you guys had sex?
Like, what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago? Mm-hmm. Chrisean, now you holy hands.
Did he tell you we had sex?
Holy
did he tell you
holy
we had sex?
Hands in Yahweh.
Did he tell you?
Hold on a second. Lord, don't let Chrisean come in here and lie in this holy sanctuary. It's a sanctuary. 2 years ago, it's crazy. He was just here not too long ago. Wait, because he was in prison. Or he was in prison.
Yeah.
Y'all hooked up when he got out.
We hung out.
I think according to him, we have to watch the clips back. I think according to him, didn't y'all hook up when he got out of prison? Mm-mm. Okay. So you guys haven't had sex since before he went to prison? Mm-mm. You want some more water? Because you done ran out.
No.
Yeah. Give her some more water anyway. We just getting started. We only 18 minutes into the show. First of all, I don't like nervous Chrisean. I need the Chrisean Rock that was on her knees when Yolanda Adams was singing at the thing. Put the clip. Matter of fact, look at this clip right here. On her knees singing.
I was praise and worshiping.
You were. And everybody, and I'm going to tell you, that was such a moment where Don Lemon and everybody was like, how amazing is the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, where you have gospel icon Yolanda Adams pouring the Lord into the room and young Yahweh on her knees receiving the message. And like, that's why I love you being at the show. I'm mad you didn't come this year. You come next year, but June 4th. But like, I love you being in the mix. You performed at the Impact Awards. You were all in the spirit at the Impact Awards. And so the Spirit of God just came in the room right now and said, when was the last time you had sex with Blueface? Was it?
Who?
You.
I said 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. And that you standing on your story?
What? I mind my business. I drink my water.
Thank God everybody's business is my actual business.
I think y'all just make it a big deal. Like, cause it's me and him. So it's like
we make it a big deal?
No, like it's a thing, like it's a hit or whatever, but like he did with other people, I did with other people.
Yeah. I mean, you and him are bigger than Beyonce and Jay-Z. You said that on the internet. I don't know.
No, I said it as if like
you said that on Beyonce's internet.
I did not say that.
It was Chrisean. You went to Beyonce's internet and you said, "What's going on? Me and you we bigger than Jay-Z."
Because I loved him. I loved him. I love them, but they impact, like, they show the real, like, how you supposed to stick together because of who y'all are together. It's a power force, a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And it could be done like that, but he wanted to be Bobby and Whitney. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good reference, something positive. Like,
Okay, so your intention wasn't to say that you're bigger than Beyonce and Jay-Z, but that you were basically saying, we need to be Bonnie and Clyde like them.
type thing.
Okay, so then who is Nevia?
Who's that?
Nevaeh. Who is she? If you're Beyonce and he's Jay-Z, then who is Nevaeh?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just doing stuff.
No, who is she?
Because look, he texts my phone, he like, I want to start a family, come home. I'm like, I want to get my mental right. I want to train. I want to box. He was like, all right, don't come running back when I start a family. I'm like, bro, we just going to be still friends. Still cool. I don't really look at it like, I don't know. It's just y'all making things bigger than what it is. Because you just asking who's three? Who's this? Like, he got people, I got people. Where do three fit in that situation?
Wait, but
where do three fit in that situation?
3 is gone.
Oh man, I'm still talking. We're still friends.
Oh really? But y'all aren't like booed up.
Because I don't want to be booed up with nobody.
But wasn't you if you're Bonnie and he's Clyde, weren't y'all just pulled over in San Diego together by the police? You and Blue.
They were following us. I think they wanted to see if the car and they wanted to see if we had guns or something. It was like I don't know. Like, you know how you in the hood and they pull over certain cars?
No, I'm not in the hood.
I don't know. That's what it is. I think it was like a car that, oh yeah, let's see if they got something.
Okay. So less about him, but more about you, because this is really like the Chrisean Rock interview and wanted to understand where my friend is at. If he's having a baby shower for a baby he's getting ready to deliver tomorrow.
Who?
Blue.
Oh, okay.
How do you entertain you all even being a thing?
Who?
Blue and you.
Being a thing? Who said it was going to be a thing?
Well, you said both of you, when you referenced you and Beyonce, you as Beyonce.
I'm saying that's what we could be.
Okay, so, and you realize that that's over, or is it over? Unless it's for clips and business.
No, it's over.
Okay.
It's over.
So you were getting the Blueface tattoo taken off your face, but
I'm still getting taken off. I have to go session to session to session.
Okay, so that's still happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did like, 3-4
But you can't get frustrated at me asking the question, because
I'm not
one day you're
frustrated.
taking a,
I'm not
wait,
frustrated.
one day you're,
I'm not
because you have Blueface here.
I covered up.
And then you covered it up, and then you went and got it here, and then now you're taking that off, and then you may get it on your back, and then you may get it on your forehead like Amber Rose.
But I didn't
Yet.
though. I didn't.
Okay. So is this the last Blueface tattoo you will ever have?
Yeah.
And we can take this clip right here and put it in our storage and know that there will never be a day ever where you will have a Blueface tattoo, even a blue face, even if it's a face of somebody else, the color blue, you'll put it black. Right?
I genuinely love him. He's cool.
Okay, but do you love you?
I love me.
Then why do you keep putting yourself in a relationship with a man who still continues to say that?
We're not in a relationship.
Okay, but.
And I get what you're saying. I know where you're going with this.
Where?
I'm human. I'm still learning how to be self-disciplined and stuff.
Tell me.
That's why I'm far away. Like, I deal with it on my own time. Like.
Tell me where I was gonna go with it, because I didn't finish my sentence. Because
you're saying like, okay, so why are you putting yourself in a situation where there's a lose-lose situation? He's disowning your son. He's disrespectful. He's this. He's all of these things. What do you see in that? Like,
so what I was.
You never had a toxic situation you've been in before?
Absolutely.
Where you had like a connection where it's like you made the connection more important than what it's supposed to be, but you unintentionally did that?
Yes, I wrote about it in my book. The title's called Toxic Ass. He was a Capricorn to date. I don't date Capricorns. I learned from that relationship. I left it and I never went back. In fact, what I did was I used it as an example to show me the type of relationship that I don't ever want to be in or deserve to be in. So that was my journey.
Yeah, I think this is just a journey, a
that
test.
You're still on.
A journey of what? Still on what?
Well, you said you think it's still a journey or a test. What do you mean by that?
Like, there's going to be a day where I'm just clear of that, but I don't let it stop my own life. I have my own life.
Right.
At first, it was just like we was together, but our funds was collided. We did bookings together. We did everything together. Now that we don't do nothing together, I have my own identity, my own individualism. Like I'm okay with dealing with whoever I want to deal with on my timing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So where I was going with it before you intervene.
What you about to do?
Ask you a question. Can you handle the questions?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where I was gonna go.
Uh-oh.
No, there's no. I don't do gotchas. You know that. First of all, coming here, I saw you online the other day. You're gonna stop playing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the clip right here. Chrisean was just on live the other day saying that she knows I'm gonna ask all the questions. Take a look.
Chat. So the interview is locked in. Y'all want to hear me and Jason? You know, Jason Lee asks the best questions. He's very respectful. He always get me gifts. Hopefully, he got me another Bible.
You know that I'm going to ask all the questions. That's why you come here, because I feel in some weird way, not only do you want me to check on you, but you also want to share what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because you don't come here if you want to talk about, Care Bears and kites and shit. We come here and we get into all the things.
Yeah.
So my question for you is...
What?
You ready? We did this last time. I think we did it. Okay, here it goes. Ready? Okay. How do you find yourself hanging out with a man yesterday who has a baby that he's celebrating the baby shower with his girl tomorrow, when you have a son that he has come on this show and said is not his? And I think he also said that you all concocted this dad storyline, which you've been consistent saying it is his son, and then he says it is, and then he says it isn't.
He's hurt.
Huh? But he just came on this show and said that it was not even a real, that it was all a fake story that you all came up with, and that you knew it wasn't.
Because I wouldn't come back home.
Because you wanted to come back home.
He wanted me to come back home. We're arguing. You want to see the receipts?
You have the receipts from the paternity test?
Probably in my old phone, but it's real. You could look up the doctor. They're not risking their job for Zeus. Mm-hmm. He just came up with a narrative because when I said I don't want to be a part of the circus, I want to work on my mental health, I want to deal with you in my own time and put my foot down. He's like, all right, I'm finna do this. I'm like, go ahead. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know why he's like that.
So if you had a child with him that you claim is his and that he is claimed is and isn't, how could you spend time with a man who you know is claiming the one he's getting ready to have?
That's just one of my flaws right now, is loving myself more. You know what I'm saying? But off camera, he's a great dad. He wanted a connection with him. He wanted to be there for him. I think I just see a different point of view where I stand in that gap. And that's a hard, fat gap. I'm starting to learn, it's not worth it for real, because peace should be over all of that, though.
Right.
So, but I don't know. I think because of what I went through as a kid, certain tolerance is high. I understand my dad trauma. My dad, he was very traumatizing. He beat my mom. He was very mean to us, whatever. And he wouldn't let my mom leave him, or whatever. But growing up, his dad, my granddad had sex with his sister, had a baby. She killed herself in California. My dad went through so much trauma. It was he was so detrimental to his family, to us. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I have this high tolerance for trauma. I kind of see the root of the issue, and it's abandonment. I see that he's abandoned. I just see people hurt. I don't know why I would even be a part of thinking I could be a doctor or do God's work in this person's life. But I really feel like the closer I got to God, it's really hard to be mean to people that's mean to me. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to not love somebody that hates me. It's really hard to, reciprocate that energy they have. I don't have none of that in my heart. Mm-hmm. I get, you want to fight, da-da-da. But at the end of the day, I really love different. Mm-hmm.
But you can end a relationship, and a relationship can expire and not be a beef. You can decide at any moment that the peace that you talk about, that you want, that you reference is God, which God is peace. Yeah. You can get that, but you have to do the work, because the Bible that you read says faith without work is dead. So how do you get to a place of peace if you keep entertaining the chaos?
That's one of my like flaws, bro. I'm not ashamed of it, but that's one of my flaws.
No, you shouldn't be ashamed, but you should just own.
Want to fix it?
No, you don't. You don't have to want to fix it. You just need to own. We want you to own whatever it is, so we can just know what it is. Like you look at this straw. It's
I
a
think
straw.
honestly,
this straw is not a camel. So if I say this is a straw, it's a straw.
I just don't have. It's like this thin line between like, I don't know. I be having visions and dreams and stuff like so. Sometimes I be seeing things differently than everybody else, or feeling things differently than everybody else. That's why I like pull back a lot. Like I ain't gonna hold you. This is the most I ever like stood up for myself, showed up different for myself, chose myself over everything. But then it's like, I don't know. I can't help the fact that this person is just hurting. I don't know. It's just annoying. I don't know.
Well, for your fans who are watching, because you have lots of fans and they come after me whenever they don't feel we're posting you in the best light. We try to post whatever we see. And you know I love you. For your fans who support you and have been writing for you and that were celebrating when you got away from Blue and now are watching you back over there, what version of you are they supposed to believe? The one that wants peace and wants to get away, or the one that keeps coming back?
I feel like my fans they love me. They're just keep praying and hoping for the best. Like, honestly, I'm just growing, shifting, changing. I think one thing about it, I feel like the more you get closer to God, the harder the fight is. Like, at first, when I left, it was, like, easy and stuff. He wasn't bothering me. But now that he calling and pulling up, and I'm like, what is that feeling? Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just, you know? I really can't really explain it. Like, which I want me to be so freaking, like, I don't know.
No, I think that you just showed off your weight loss, your tonality, your discipline for boxing and getting healthy. You showed people, you demonstrate that you can do it when it comes to the things that you want. But when you talk about peace and you're in pursuit of that, your actions don't really line up sometimes with what you're saying. And that could be the struggle, and it's not his fault. You have to own whatever your part in it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And it seems like you've been surrounding yourself by people like you and Marsh. Y'all not cool no more, right?
I don't have no beef with nobody.
You don't have a beef, but are you guys still friends? Like besties?
Besties? I moved away. So I kind of like, I'm not around the same people.
Right. But didn't she betray you too?
Why are you being like that?
No, I'm just asking because I remember sitting with you.
You're opening up a can of worms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know I'm opening up worms. I just remember the last time I saw you, you guys were friends. And then
Some friends just grow apart.
But they don't betray you. Do you feel like she betrayed you?
I don't really want to say anything about that situation.
Okay. Is it because it's too sensitive, or is it because it will create...
I don't want to down talk nobody.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not friends anymore?
No.
Okay. Your sister, Taseki, she was here. You saw that interview. Taseki. I always mess her name up. I be calling
Taseki.
What up, T?
I call her Latifah.
Okay, Latifah. Yeah. So Latifah was here, and she had a lot to say about you. You came on after that, and you saw that. Where's your relationship with her right now? Because you both are now in boxing, and then...
I support her from a distance.
Okay. But are you guys friendly?
We did like a baby tour, and then after the tour, we did baddies together, and then she went back sour, and then I just fell back all the way. Okay.
So you guys, because I remember you all went back to baddies together, so there was a reconciliation.
It was.
And then now it's back to what it was.
Not back to what it was. It's just a distance thing.
Okay.
Like, not everybody have to be, we don't have to like each other.
Okay. Now, did you see Blueface's interview here?
I seen clips.
Okay.
I just seen a bitter, hurt little boy.
Blue.
What?
Blue was a hurt little boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to ask you a question.
What's the question?
Latifah was here and Blue was here, and both...
Are you talking about the Ronnie situation?
You come in here prepared, knowing where we're going. They both came in here and spoke about the Ronnie situation, but the reason why I bring this...
another way for them to smell.
But let me say why I bring this up.
Why?
I was just recently traveling and somebody said to me, do you know on TikTok they're putting all your interviews together and saying that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie's death? And I wanted to make sure I gave you an opportunity to clear it up because I saw you recently online where you were talking about it and we haven't talked about it. Latifah was here, Tisiki and Blueface were here, and both of them seemed to be kind of building this narrative that you're a setup queen or that you would set somebody up, and that Blue has said you've done it to him.
He's making that up because he's mad.
Okay. So do you want to clear the air on them saying that?
It's like, I don't know. It's like people just, when they don't identify well with themselves, they just start picking. Like, if I killed him, I would be locked up right now. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no getting away from a murder. Like, everything is on the internet. Mm-hmm. Karan, he was in the streets already. He sold drugs. He was beefing with people, robbing people. And then while he robbing people, he was going viral, like falsely claiming my son and stuff. So he had haters, and that just happened to him, unfortunately.
And so when you said, I think on live, you said the police came and talked to you about it?
The detectives?
The detectives.
No, they wanted to see if I can help find the killer, because I was like, they said they have a sense of who did it or whatever the case may be, because they posted about it. People posted about it because the person that killed them died.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, wow.
So it's a whole street beef going on.
In Baltimore?
Not in Baltimore. In the county, like 30 minutes from Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more stuff that local people may know that we all don't know because we're not all plugged into everything.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever try to set Blueface up to get robbed or killed here in LA?
No.
So why did him and Wack say that?
Again, when people can't control you or manipulate you, or like if you don't do what they say, they do things like that. Mm-hmm. Like Wack didn't really like me because he couldn't make money off of me when I was with Blue, because Blue was putting everything in my name. We was making money off of me, so it was like he didn't owe Wack nothing when he worked with me. He was just making a lot of money because we're together, but I'm also like one of those people, like if we're together, whatever's mine is yours, but he had a different mentality. He had like this pimp mentality. And then when I caught on to it, separated my funds. Like, hey, look,
Blue had the pimp mentality or Wack?
I think both. I think that's probably why. But no, they work so good together. I don't know. Him and Wack work so good together, but that's them. I don't know. Like, it's just everybody against me. So it's just like, okay.
So Wack, so you and Blue were just on live yesterday or maybe the other day, and he said that on live he said that you had 4 guys waiting to get him right then and there. So is that him continuing the narrative that you're trying to set him up or set people up? What is happening?
He's lying because like I didn't want to stream. So he had the camera faced on him. I'm like, bro, I'm getting out the car, but the door is locked. I want my stuff. I want to leave. He like, I didn't want to come here. I came here for you. But he like, you're not even in the camera. In the stream, you're not even in the camera. I'm like, I'm not in the camera because you got to calm down. Like, I don't want to be put in a position where I have to clip you in your mouth. Like, I don't want to.
With the holy hands?
Yeah, these hands is registered, bro. These hands is registered. I be having to like distance myself. So when things got out of line, because we in the car, and he kept saying 24-hour streaming, I'm like, no. He said, what? F what Chrisean say, Chad, we doing 24 hours. I said, and yeah, I'm gonna break your camera. I'll buy you a new one, but I'm gonna break your camera. I'm not doing it. Like, cause he's like rage baiting me.
Is that standing up for yourself?
No, he just rage
baiting.
No,
when you say no, like.
Yeah, I just don't want to do 24 hours. Like I had enough of the streaming. Like it's cool. Like we made a couple dollars. All right, cool. Then he like, oh yeah, the view's not even high because we're not fighting. You're trying to put on another narrative. That narrative when we was viral all the time, it's because it was always fighting. It was always conflict. And we always came back together. So people was trying to figure out what is it, but it was entertaining, but it's not. It was really demonic. So it's like, all right, cool. You're not cool with like us just chilling and just chill views. You want to amp it up. So he tried to amp it up. He gets out the car. He think I'm gonna run after him. No, I'm packing the baby stuff. I'm trying to get all my stuff together. But then when I shut the door, And I realized I left my wallet in there. I was like, dang. So then I'm trying to talk to him like, hey, I need like you to unlock the door, but he like go home like he's clip farming now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you don't even want to be in the camera. You don't even want to be in the camera. And it's like you're not even calm. I don't want to stream no more. Like it's over with. Like I'm done for today. Like whatever. I was already going home. I'm waiting for my black truck to go pick up my car. But it was like that was the thing. Like he just wanted to control the situation. Mm-hmm. And then when I put my foot down, it just didn't go his way. He just started lying. Like that was him lying on me. Like,
did he really spend $10,000 on you yesterday though? Nobody
wanted Burberry.
I like Burberry.
It was cool. It was nice. I was appreciative. Mm-hmm. But if it what he know this is what he do. He try to spend money to bribe me to do something I don't want to do, like stream for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. All right, if I do all this, even though she don't want to do it, and then he validating what he want, but don't want to like. Those are my boundaries, though. I don't want to stream for 24 hours. Like.
So Deion Sanders had reached out to you and said, or on a live, he said that you're the prize, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
So then why do you keep finding yourself in this situation? Is it because you're hoping that he's going to change or what?
No, I just think I love him, and that's the problem. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. I mean, I be like, at times, I be really just upset with myself, like, about it. Like, what is it? Then I'll go, no contact. It's just.
But how do you love somebody that goes on live or comes on an interview and says that you tried to set him up to have him killed? Do you understand like the craziness and all of that?
Yeah, so why would he pull up if that's the truth?
But why would you let him pull up? I'm talking about you.
I'm just saying, like, because he's just lying.
Right, so why would you pull up and hang out with a liar?
Yeah, you're right. What? You asking good questions. I don't have answers to those questions. I probably need to go to therapy, honestly.
Well, that's a decision. I'm into therapy. I'm in therapy. Oh, what are you? I have somebody for you too. When you're really serious about it.
I'm serious.
I think he'll be great. You would love him.
Yeah, and I'm serious.
We talk like.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think I probably just need therapy or something. Like, cause y'all be asking me questions I don't have answers to.
But that's great. Yeah. At least you can be honest about that.
I'm being honest.
Okay. No, I know you are. I can see you getting a little bit more comfortable now. You're still a little defensive.
Who?
You're still a little guarded because you don't know where I'm going with things, but you're getting a little bit more comfortable.
Go wherever you want to go with
Okay. So you didn't kill Ronnie?
Why would I kill him?
No, I'm just going, we'll just answer just yes or no and we're done and we'll move on. So don't ask her anymore. And she said it. Because I hate online speculation. Everybody online is conspiracies. Everybody's the police. Everybody's a jury, and you're a real human being. So I don't call you or get all in your business on the personal stuff, but I be watching everything like, okay, your sister came here. This is kind of like the theme. This is your sister who you should love. Tasiki came here and said, Ronnie had a paternity test. Boom, no paternity test. So she even made it seem like that you had something to do with it, and then y'all gonna become cool again. So when are you gonna stop?
I have a forgiving heart, but forgiving don't mean access. I get what you're saying.
Damn. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I'm the type of person, once you violate me once,
I'm
shame out.
On. Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. I like this conversation. I appreciate it.
Yahweh. This is the Lord's way. I'm just asking the Lord. I'm just doing the Lord's word. Okay. So last time I saw you and Jaden riding around the street in the Batmobile.
When?
And then trashing the house and all the things together with Blue. What is your relationship?
That was like years ago.
So where's your relationship today, though? It's over?
I don't really know. I think, honestly, everybody beefing with me because he chooses himself, right? But he, like, with these girls, they're intimidated because he always chooses me over them when it's time for him to choose whoever he's dealing with. Like, I don't know, like, they see something different when it comes to me with him, and I think that's what the trigger for them. Personally, I'm thinking, like, he's just in it for himself, like, you feel what I'm saying? And he's milking the situation because he's building this persona. So,
right.
I don't know what's up with that. Like, if we should link for the kids and stuff like that, or I'm mature enough to do that. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? But I get it, though. I feel like the same thing that I'm struggling with, that's not good for me, and leaving it, I think she's struggling with the same thing.
Who?
I'm just saying.
Who? Jaden.
Whoever you
But
brought up.
what is the connection? Is it Blue's personality? I mean, obviously, I always say to people, Blueface off the internet, shows up on time. He's accommodating.
He's a different person.
He's a great. People don't understand why I love Blueface. I understand why.
I think what's really going on, we're just under like a microscope.
No.
We are.
No,
people are watching everything.
It's not the microscope. It's what you all are doing that the microscope shows.
No. We're under a microscope because everybody got the.
Yes.
It's a lot of people.
No, you want
to. A lot of people going through.
We can each other.
Look, it's a lot of people.
No. I'm going stock.
No,
you
you're clipping.
No. Don't fall back. No.
You're clipping.
Yeah, hold on.
You're clipping.
Clip this, y'all.
You're clipping. Everybody go through stuff.
Wait,
I'm just famous.
You stay in
I'm
the
just
shit.
famous.
You are in the business. I am out that shit. No, I'm famous too. I'm famous too, but I'm not in the shit.
I get what you're saying.
Came in here looking great. Purity. You're gorgeous. Body snatched. Your skin is better than it ever has been. That hair is pulled back into a pony, and that white thing you got on the back is great. You're cute.
Scratchy.
You're physically and even spiritually great. How you keep getting in the bullshit? That's the part I'm trying to understand. I'm talking to you now as a friend. How do you allow it to happen? So when I'm asking you, like, it's him.
I didn't say it's him. I said that's what's something I'm struggling with. I told you multiple times. You want me to keep repeating
myself? But you can't keep blaming the fame, and you can't keep blaming the audience.
I didn't blame the fame. I'm saying, like, I'm under a microscope.
Right.
People backslide. People go this way, go that way. We just don't care what they do because they just who they are.
Okay. So the fact, but if you don't care,
it's not that I don't care. I do care. I'm very passionate.
Okay. But you just said you don't care. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's why these questions here. It's not a gotcha.
I said we don't care what they do. People that we don't know.
Okay.
Whatever I'm going through, people are going through the same thing.
And so
we just don't.
And so then should we then just vacate any real emotional attachment to both of you and just watch you as a show and just and as entertainment? Because I try to show Chrisean the human being to people. That's what I like. I do the online stuff. I don't follow all your online stuff. I'll see a clip pop here and there, but I don't follow it because I know Chrisean Rock. I don't call you a superstar online. I call you my friend, right?
Yeah.
So for you, I'm talking to Chrisean the human being.
Okay.
For you now, you're talking to me about Chrisean, the online personality that everybody's watching. And people online are just trying to figure out who you are, what this is. That's all. Okay.
It's a journey.
When do we all get off of it?
When you stop watching.
Stop watching. Okay. Yeah. So for those who have an issue with the circus, stop watching the circus. Stop buying the popcorn. Stop buying the tickets. But you're an unavoidable show because it's in our face every day. So it's just like people stop posting it, people stop following it, people just leave it alone if you want to, or continue to watch it until it ends up where? Where is it going to end up? Somebody dead? Somebody what?
I'm going to be in the gym.
Okay. So when you were in Compton and you got in the fight over there and you got jumped or whatever that was, did you feel that was warranted given how you interacted with people in their neighborhood, or what was it random?
No, I just feel like people were just looking for a highlight. That's all. And then like when she slapped me, she thought I was just gonna go like that. It's like 1-on-1, run the fade. What? You just slapped me in front of millions of people. What's up?
And did you fight her?
She ran, and then 6 other girls came, and I stood in the field.
But obviously, you being from Baltimore, which, by the way, those of you that don't know, Baltimore is not soft at all. But Baltimore,
they all apologize though. It's crazy. Like some of the girls apologize.
Okay.
Say, "Oh, I'm proud of you." I see their DMs, but I don't respond.
Okay, so they pieced it up, or you guys all pieced it up?
I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm on my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you understand the LA politics, the street politics, or do you even care, or are you aware of them?
First of all, it was like an event. Like, it was for kids. I was playing football. I don't know, it was just people watching me that did, like, just hating, waiting for a payday. And, yeah, I don't know.
Do you ever get concerned about your safety, being that you are so public and so visible and out there and then streaming in real time wherever you are? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I do. I just don't let it bother me. Because sometimes it can stop you from being who you're supposed to be. Show up how you want to show up. So.
One thing people do have to appreciate about you is you are who you are, you know, like you put it out there, and it ain't easy. I think it takes a level of courage to like put out all your ups and downs, all your, I mean, like the vulnerability
I'm
is.
not ashamed. Yeah. Ashamed of it. I think I'm just learning.
Yeah.
So.
Are you getting back to the Chrisean you were before you got into the blues house and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Slowly or?
Not slowly. I feel it.
Steadily?
No, I am. I love it. I just gotta stop giving things my access. Like, just talking to you, I can see like from a point of view where I can reflect, and I just need to make those adjustments and then just work on it.
You know I'm not judging you, right?
I don't care if you was.
No, but you know I'm not. Or
yeah,
do you know
I
that?
Yeah, I don't care. I know.
Yeah, but you know this is a safe space. Obviously, today, when you first came here, y'all got to go. Matter of fact, let's just have fun. Look at the clip of when Chrisean and Blueface first came on the Jason Lee Show with the damn dog.
Yeah, I don't know why she sent it like that.
The third one is from a troll. Wait.
Like, what's the third one?
She's nervous.
The third one is just from, it looks like a spam page. Cool. Ready? All right. Now, there was that. Remember that show?
Yeah.
That was fun. But you were flipping over the couch. You had the Henny bottle. You're not that same girl right now.
No.
Okay. Then you came back on the show. I think you had Burberry on that day too. I don't know. It was cute with a hat. Take a look at a clip there. But how'd you go from that to in the car with Jaden?
We gotta get this out. I've been wanting to meet her, get this out the way, like you being immature. I wanted to look her in her eyes so I feel like I know her, for real. So then she come out looking like she ready to fight. She's like, what is this? Why you holding, what do you mean, why you holding his son? So that's what I said, what you mean, why you holding his son? Are you okay? You know what's going on. He start talking, he start thinking like a whole big idea how we finna do it all together.
How you gonna do what together? The circus?
Coexisting, for real. And I'm like, I said, I'm not into that poly shit. Like, I said, I'd rather you keep your bitches and I f with who I'm fucking with. I'm finna go to my house right now. That's where I just left at.
But was that the meeting that we saw online with him, you, and her in the kitchen?
Yeah, so I'm feeding him what he what he wanna hear. So then my sister pop up at the door, takes my son while we in the studio. So then that's when I'm like, all right, go mode. He like, where the baby at? I said, oh, we can go get her. Lying. So we about to get in the car. I said, no, how about you stay with your kids? Cause he was trying to make her stay home. I know what he finna do. He gonna try to come, we gonna go to my house, he wanna go try to eat my I'm not in that right now. I don't even wanna do that. He like,
you were a different version of you are today, but I could tell you were coming out of whatever that was.
yeah.
And then today you're here, a little guarded, but I think becoming a little bit more open to what I'm saying. And it's not because the intent for my interview today was like, what's going on with my friend? Like what's happening?
I think a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Nothing. I'm just, it's your moment. It's your interview. What is it about Chrisean Rock that you want people to know that they may have wrong about you?
Oh, just give me time. Be patient with me. Like, don't count me out.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's counting you out.
No, they. Yeah.
Don't get emotional because here come the tears. Here they come. We actually got this for you. This is we should just put your name on that. But why are you getting emotional now?
You asked a question.
Do you feel like people are counting you out?
No, they're rooting for me.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm not showing up how I should be.
Okay.
But they can see the growth. They can see, they see it. They see the potential. So.
Do you see it though?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So do you understand why I'm asking these questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just have to take more time with myself.
Okay. You're only 26 too.
Yeah.
Like you literally you're growing up in front of the fucking world. Like they're talking about you at the White House. They're talking about you everywhere. And even in Stockton, by the way, hey Stockton, everybody's watching. They fucking love you in my city. So at some point you got to come out there, but we got to make sure it's like it got to be a good thing, you know? Because the people do love you. Your fans love you.
I appreciate it. No.
Well, do you receive it? Do you feel it?
I receive it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're a dynamic human being. I think that you know, Jason, who was like I was a crash out. You didn't meet me when Chrisean and the crash out Jason Lee, we would have probably both ended up in jail.
You crash out classy a little bit though.
Yeah, but like, I'm the evolution of a lot of things. I ain't who I was at 26. 26, I had a lot of responsibility, but I was still very much like outside doing things, you know? So I get frustrated with you. The thing I get frustrated about is I don't think you let people see enough of who you really are.
Yeah.
And I think my same frustration with Blue, I think that he does the clip shit, he kicked Nevaeh in the pool, like he doing all the crazy shit for the clicks. But then it's like off camera, he's an amazing person. So I get why you're in it, but I also understand why you need to get the fuck out of it.
No, for sure. No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not tripping.
Would you go back to Baddies now that Holy Hands is registered to kill?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the drama. It's annoying. I don't really like it. It's too much.
Has Tamar Braxton reached out to you to apologize for all of that stuff that you went through her?
I don't talk to her. But
That was nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I just that situation taught me a lot though.
What did it teach you?
Not everybody is your friend, or not everybody want to see you like in a good light. So they'll persuade you like, hey, come perform, and then have you show up like too trusting in the situation.
You going through that with her showed me a lot about her, for me, right? Because I believe if somebody does somebody like that, they could do you like that. And I felt like that was just another example of somebody taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How is it being a mom?
I love it. I'm falling more in love into it. Yeah. I have support, family, and he's with me all the time. So that I always have a partner. Yeah.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that differently than you've seen it from anybody else?
Yeah. He wakes up and yeah, I love him. He give me purpose.
You know, well, one thing at Hollywood Unlocked we always do is make sure that we protect children, because I feel like the internet is such a reckless highway of hate, and I think attacking children who are kids is just despicable. When you see all the online hate that Junior gets, what do you think about that? What do you want to say to the people who oftentimes have no respect for kids?
I just focus on him. I just love him. And then just kind of like block out the noise. So
my sister has had one of her kids, she has 3 kids, one of her kids, my nephew, Amir, hello, he just went to college, graduated high school. He was born with autism, and my sister had to really spend a lot of time helping him, and he's just blossomed into an amazing human being that I'm proud of. And now he's pursuing entertainment of all things, which I don't know why you want to get in this crazy business. We can both tell you about that. When you are helping your son, who obviously people have had concerns about, how do you plan for that? How do you embrace the opportunity to help him through whatever challenges he may have?
well, he's just gonna outgrow all the things he's having. Like, he don't have no diagnosis or no illnesses. I just think he just need more time. And I'm on his time. He got therapy. I'm there for him. I'm praying over him. And I don't accept the things that people put on him. So.
And shouldn't people allow him and you the privacy to care for him and help him grow through those things with respect and privacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they don't, I don't care.
So when you say you don't care, but you just had a whole leak of tears coming out your eyes a second ago, you do care about some stuff.
Oh no, I'm passionate.
Okay.
You asked a certain question.
Yeah.
That question was actually sweet.
Yeah. Well, you're a sweet person.
You said, "Oh, what do you think? What do you want to say to the people, or what do you think?" And it had me like really think. So that's what I got.
Would you be surprised that people? I mean, would people be surprised that you are so sweet and like you are such a like nice human being? Do you think they sum you up based on all your clips of our moments?
No, I know people see the authenticity in my heart, so I just need to get better at guarding it. That's the problem.
Why? That's why I put authenticity in your thing, in the
Thank
letter.
you.
I mean, I see it. I see it. I see your heart. I see you as a human being and a person. I just want everybody to see all of you. You know, you're
Yeah.
great. The clip moments, the clip farming, because we just did the whole thing. That's gonna be Jason Lee and you talk crazy.
What?
So when you get back in the ring with this next person, are you gonna kill them?
I'm not gonna kill them, but I'm gonna knock her out. I'm gonna be in shape.
So you're gonna be ready.
Yeah.
Clarissa Shields has given you words of advice. Are you guys friends?
We talk. Yeah, we cool. Yeah.
Her and Tasiki were going back and forth. Who do you think would have won from that fight? Because Tasiki said, "I might not be a boxer, but I'm from Baltimore, and she can handle her business."
I really don't like the trash talk for her. I'm not picking a side on either thing or either fence.
Would you fight Clarissa?
Would I fight her? I'm not. I gotta get there. I'm not even like. I gotta learn.
You got the moves. You got to look at this. The biceps are coming out. I need to go to the gym.
Yeah, but I can sell out just fighting who I need to fight to get better.
Okay. All right. Listen, I'm happy that you're still doing gospel rap. I'm happy that you are lean, mean, and a big old holy hand fighting machine. I love the fact that you're still in your process and that you're figuring out what you want to do. I think on behalf of the entire world and universe, we want you to find it. We want you to get there. We are all rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. And that's not Tyra Banks. That's Jason Lee rooting for you to get to that side of peace. Because I could tell you, having been the person that streamed live and did all the things and clips and this and this and this, I get it when you're in it. And the money's great and all that. But the peace on the other side of the chaos is so priceless. Like it is.
I get what you're saying. I just don't. See, like, you just making me think. I was just over here just thinking.
You gonna be live with Blueface next week.
Who?
Oh, you gonna be live with Blueface next week.
I'm not gonna be live, bro.
Do you want to bet?
Nah, bro. He lost his privileges with the live.
Did he?
Yeah, because yesterday was it for me. Like, he kept it respectful when we first started, like, streaming and stuff. And then he just went left because he couldn't control the situation. I don't really want no parts with it. I don't really want nothing for real from it at all.
Okay.
It's like the more you know you're supposed to move away, the more you get reasons why you should stop. So it's like you said, it's a process. This is my process.
Okay. Well, and we're all watching it because you're under the microscope. All right, listen, let's get to some games.
Okay, let's get to the games, chat.
All right, now we're going to play a game that's a fan favorite here at the Jason Lee Show. And since you are single and now reportedly never going back to Blue ever again, we're going to play a game that's probably going to piss him off and run you right back into his arms. It's called Smash or Pass. It's really simple.
Let's do marry or pass.
Oh, nobody's getting married.
Why not?
Who's getting married? Do you want to get married?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do marry or pass. Let's pick up your paddle right there on the side of your seat. And this is going to be the only time in history that we do marry or pass. So she's going to say marry, but it says smash, and then pass if she's not interested. So if the person's not husband material, she's just going to say pass. Okay, here's the first person, and I think you follow him on Instagram. Drake.
Hi, Drake.
Would you marry him or pass?
He's doing his own thing.
So, pass?
Yeah, because he's doing his own thing.
He's not in a relationship, though.
Yeah. But he look like he's not even available.
From that picture, you think Drake looks like he's not available? What does that even mean? He's a rapper. You like rappers. You rap, he raps.
I want a reverend. Okay, go.
A reverend is crazy.
Pass.
Okay, this
Drake.
next person, Michael B. Jordan.
Marry, huh?
I don't want to.
Michael B. Jordan?
You got to turn the paddle. Come on, marry or pass.
Okay, what do he believe in?
Making money. Well, actually, he was in a
God?
movie called Sinners, where he was fighting the evil.
Okay.
So marry.
Marry.
Okay. All right, Michael B. Slide in her DMs.
He's handsome. No.
Yeah, if you want to marry him, y'all got to have a connection. He has to slide in your DMs. All right, well, you're a Clipper, and here's an online person that everybody knows, Black Boy Max. No?
I thought he was
What?
a diva.
You thought he was what?
A diva.
What does that mean?
He got it tatted.
He tatted diva on him?
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 divas aren't going to
God
work?
bless him, but no, pass.
He's short too. Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Don't like him? Not interested?
Yeah. Not interested.
Okay. All right, this next person, he's a rapper. Young boy.
God bless him though. His heart is enlarged. Did you see that? Mm-mm. He talked about in an interview that the other side of his heart is enlarged.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Pass?
He got a lot going on.
Like what? Like kids and...
No, he's just like...
So pass.
He's occupied.
Okay.
Yeah.
With other women?
With just life.
Okay. All right. Okay, this next person, friend of the show. Choppa. Pass.
Yeah.
He's just got baptized.
Pass.
Okay. Sorry, Choppa. All right, this next person, Shamar.
Hi, Shamar.
He's a rapper too.
Yeah, but he's a diva.
He's a what?
He's a diva.
When you use the word diva, what does that mean? Like he's like extra?
No.
Like how you doing, diva?
Hey, yo. Jason, what's up with you? He tries hard as shit. I'm not breaking.
I'm just asking questions. When you say diva, I was like, hold on, like Beyonce?
I love Shamar.
Yeah.
Hi, babes.
Okay. All right, this next person, he from my hometown. Jeremy Meeks.
Oh, he's beautiful.
I think he's single too.
He's beautiful.
Pass or marry?
Are we doing like realistic?
I mean, whatever you want. It's your game.
I might marry him.
Yeah?
Marry.
Okay, all right. I got his number. I can call and make it happen.
It's a joke.
All right. Okay, this next person, I think he may be engaged though. Kevin Gates.
Oh, I love Kevin.
Yeah, so marry?
No, God bless him.
Oh, so pass.
I think we believe in 2 different things.
What do y'all believe in?
He believe in he's Muslim.
You mean in terms of God? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, if the religious beliefs don't line up, it ain't happening.
I will hope so. That's
Got it. Okay.
okay.
All right.
But I love Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin is family. I love him too. All right.
Yeah, in his interview, he said, I love her. I love her. I love the way she loves.
But not enough for you to marry him. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. What's up with you?
This next person is a fighter. I don't know if you're down with the swirl. Jake Paul.
Hi, J. Paul. He got a wife.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's a pass.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Pass.
This next person is on tour. Superstar, Chris Brown.
Hi, Chris. He's cool.
Pass or marry?
He's outside. Pass.
He's outside because he's on tour.
Man, that's Chris. Hey, Chris.
So are you done marrying like a superstar there's a lot going on?
Yeah, like some people just be caught up in what they want to do, and that's just them.
Okay.
I already have a freaking person I need to leave alone.
What about this person? I think he gave you his number.
Who?
What, baby?
Why you being messy?
I'm not. He gave you his number. Did you ever use it?
What are you talking about?
Didn't he give you his number?
When?
I thought he gave you his number at a club or something.
Oh.
A couple years ago now. That tapping get real loud over there. Okay, so is it a pass or a marry?
Hi, little baby. He's cool.
Not she used the entire game to send her hellos. I can't.
Hi.
All right, well, listen.
He fly though.
No, so do you want take your last shot? You get one shot.
I'm saying he fly.
No, but you can't say you
He
fly.
fly.
But you didn't say pass or marry.
He
You say.
drag. I like how.
Why are you getting all blushy? Like what's happening?
I'm not. You just asking me
No,
about people
Chrisean,
I met in real life.
Your outfit is too white for you to be this red right now. Why are you turning red?
Why are you trolling?
No, I'm not. Clip. All right. So, little baby is a pass. If he's watching. Okay, baby, I'm sorry. I tried. All right. Use that number. All right, well, listen.
Stop. What's up with you?
I wish you the best luck on your
Yo,
next...
this game. We got another game?
No, that's it.
Good.
No games.
Their games are like, they messy.
Well, listen, I wish you a knockout.
It's a big platform.
I wish
they're going to see that.
I wish... ain't nobody gonna see that you want baby to call you from that number
What?
he gave you in 2023.
Oh,
What?
oh, chill. I didn't even. Why are you doing that? It was never like that. It was never like that. He's cool. No, him and what's his name? Thug. They cool people.
Yeah, no, Thug. I'm not asking who's cool. I'm asking, are you attracted to a guy?
I met them in real life.
I'm asking you if you're attracted to a guy who gave you his number 3 years ago that you may or may not have ever used.
Who said that?
Didn't Lil Baby whisper his number to you in the club once?
No, he was telling me that. He was like, yo, you just gotta believe in yourself more, bro. Like, you good. Like, he was just giving me encouragement.
Are you encouraged to slide in his DMs after this interview? Or
why would I slide in his DMs?
has he ever said
I think what that was like, people see what I go through, and then when they see me in real life, they be like...
They want to give you encouragement.
Yeah.
Right.
It was really nothing.
What celebrity men has slid in your DMs that you've never told anybody? Can I look?
Ooh, that's a...
We need to play that DM game. What's our DM game?
Are you gonna snitch?
DMs unlocked. We need to start playing that.
DMs unlocked?
Yeah.
You're gonna snitch.
Oh, I'm gonna tell for sure.
Yeah, I don't... Nah.
But have like celebrity men, athletes, rappers, actors, whatever, have they slid in your DMs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't name drop. I don't do that.
No?
Yeah, it's not cool.
You should like let me see one day and I'll act like I wasn't gonna say nothing only because I'm gonna go say it. But then I'll be looking shady, right? No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yo, what's up with him? He just, what is this? What you stirring up in there? The pot? Like, he really just stirring something. He's stirring something up. Like, at first,
Clip. All right, well, listen, Chrisean, that's the end of the interview. I know there's a lot more you want to say, but you didn't say it during the time that we had to say it, so we gotta go.
What you mean?
I mean, I asked you all the questions. I know all the things. Now you're going to go off and knock some girl out who wasn't expecting to get knocked out, and then you'll be a 2 for 0, and then you'll keep going.
Amen. I receive.
Okay. Well, I want you to continue to knock people out in Yahweh's name, okay? All right, give it up for Chrisean.